entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
There's no time to lose. Show no mercy.
Lightning Lord! End his life!
It's thunder.
Sheesh! And we got the breakfast as well. Let's go! Alrighty guys, let's talk about Jing Yuan, the king, the lord himself, the lightning Erudition character that has just recently been revealed for Honkai Star Rail, or released, should I say. We're gonna go over all types of things, team comps, light cones preferred for 4 stars, 5 stars, traces and what you should be prioritizing, relics, main stats, substats, 2-piece, 4-piece, the whole shebang. So hopefully this video is helpful or informative for those of you guys who are wishing in or trying to find out how you should build your Jing Yuan. So without further ado, let us hop in. All right, first and foremost, let's get the elephant out of the room. His signature light cone is absolutely busted. It's literally stats on stats on stacks. It's like Horioverse took 3 different light cones and just fused it into one, okay? So if there is anyone out there who is trying to wish on the light cone banner, it is a 75% chance. I would recommend this, but if you're a free-to-play, a light spender, and your Stellar Jades are very scarce, I would always prefer characters over damage increase because you have more characters for more synergies, more team comps. That'll probably help you in the long run versus just a stat increase. But let's dive into it. You're increasing your crit damage by 36%, increasing the wearer's skill and ultimate damage by 18%. Yeah? And then there's also more. After the wearer uses their skill or ultimate, which you're going to be doing on Jing Yuan because you're always wanting to pop your skill to build those stacks on your Lightning Lord, you are gaining Sumnus Corpus. Upon triggering a follow-up attack, which is Lightning Lord does count as a follow-up attack, Sumnus Corpus will be consumed, and that follow-up attack damage, aka his Lightning Lord, the damage will be increased by an additional 48%. It's busted. It's crazy. It's insane. Again, that's the best light cone you can run on Jing Yuan. This is also a very good light cone you can run on other Erudition characters, unless they don't have a follow-up attack like Serval. But either way, very phenomenal light cone. Now moving quickly over to the 4-star light cones, we have a couple of options here. I personally think that the Battle Pass light cone might be the best value for you to get if you guys are Battle Pass users. You're increasing the wearer's damage based on their max energy. Damage increases by 0.20 per point of energy up to 160. If you don't have the Battle Pass, and you're not getting the Battle Pass light cone, you have some other contenders here. First of all, we have the Seriousness of Breakfast. You're increasing the wearer's damage by 12%, straight up. That's it. After every defeated enemy, the wearer's attack increases by 4% up to 3 times. So 12% on the attack increase. He's an Erudition character. You're most likely going to be bringing him into a fight where there are enemies that do get spawned. So you are going to be killing it. So keep that in mind. You also have Birth of Self. So Birth of Self increases the damage dealt by the wearer's follow-up attack damage, aka the Lightning Lord, by 24%. If the enemy HP is 50% or lower, you get an additional 24%. So 24 to 48% on this, 48 to 96% at Superimpose. Now, this is a gacha light cone. Keep that in mind. You're not guaranteed it. Unlike with Breakfast, you're able to buy more refinements or Superimpose from the Forgotten Halls. I believe you get one from the story. There's also one from a hidden quest somewhere on the Herta space station. So you get a guaranteed S2 right off the bat. And you're also able to get Seriousness of Breakfast from your weekly bosses. There's a slight chance that you get lucky and get that. I ended up getting a different one, but you could get Seriousness of Breakfast. Either way, you will eventually be able to superimpose this versus getting lucky on the gacha with Birth of Self. I don't even have one yet, just to put that into perspective. Just to give like a shout out to Genius's Repose really quick. I think this could also kind of work on Jing Yuan. I haven't been able to test it, but just reading it sounds kind of okay, but it's very situational. Keep that in mind, right? Which is why I'm having it at the end of the list. You're increasing the wearer's attack by 16%. It's not damage, so clearly not better than the Breakfast first stat. However, whenever the wearer defeats an enemy, the wearer's crit damage is increasing by 24% for 3 turns. So if you do have a boss that is consistently summoning like the Prowler, the Grizzly, Big Bertha, whatever that the enemy's name is, and you're consistently killing, you could essentially keep 24% crit damage up for the entire fight, which seems pretty good. All right, let's quickly hop over to the traces and what you should be prioritizing and just kind of further explain what it actually does because it might be a lot to take in. First of all, you're going to level up his talent. That is pretty much his damage because it's coming from the Lightning Lord. You are increasing the damage that happens from Jing Yuan's attacks. So you're taking that percentage, 49 to 53 on this upgrade. TLDR on what Lightning Lord does, he spawns in at the very beginning of a fight. There's an action thing in the top left corner. He has 60 base speed and starts with 3 hits per action. Every time you're using your E ability, you're gaining 2 stacks, and every time you're using your ultimate, you're gaining 3 stacks. Now, every time he gains a stack, he's doing another hit per action, as well as 10 speed per stack. If Jing Yuan is frozen, for example, or he's like imprisoned, any kind of crowd control where he can't take a turn, Lightning Lord is not going to act. So if Lightning Lord is on the action phase in the top left, but Jing Yuan is frozen, Lightning Lord's not going to hit. He's going to reset, go back down to the bottom, and you have to wait until Jing Yuan wakes up in order for Lightning Lord to actually take action. But I would recommend leveling up the talent first and foremost as your priority trace. Going after that would be your ultimate to increase. You're dealing lightning damage based off of Jing Yuan's attack to all enemies. Increases Lightning Lord's hit by 3 for the next turn. And then you go for your skill. More often than not, 9 times out of 10, you are gonna want to keep using your skill on Jing Yuan so you can keep building those stacks with Lightning Lord. So that's the priority. Talent into the ultimate, into the skill. Basic attack, I haven't leveled it up yet. I haven't really found myself using basic attack too often. Probably 1 time out of like 20 hits. You do want to get the bonus ability on the left side. So bonus abilities. If the Lightning Lord hits per action is greater than or equal to 6, which in an ideal team comp, you will always have 6 or more stacks, the crit damage will be increased by 25 for the next turn. Extremely good. You're gonna want to keep 6 or more stacks, and you should be if you're constantly using your E with Jing Yuan, because he resets back down to 3 stacks. On top of unlocking the bonus ability, you do have some extra little stats here, like crit, so I would recommend getting the bonus ability for the crit increase and the attack increase. The top bonus ability is also another one I really like. After the skill is used, which is his E, this crit rate increases by 10% for 2 turns. So you're increasing your crit by 10 for 2 turns, and you're getting more crit as a stat bonus. This will basically be up indefinitely because you're always going to be using your skill, so that's also a great upgrade. And then last but not least, energy. This is just for the start of the fight, unfortunately, so it's not going to be drawn out every single turn. I feel like it has less value when I'm in the Memory of Chaos and I'm taking a fight and the fight takes 10 minutes, but I guess it's a good little boost at the very beginning to get his energy up and hopefully be able to pop his ult and get those 10 stacks on Lightning Lord. It also comes with crit increase on this side, which I would recommend grabbing those as well as the other attack bonuses on the side. All right, so let's hop over to relics for Jing Yuan. Jing Yuan, in my opinion, best 4-piece, if we're talking about the outer ones, is going to be Band of Sizzling Thunder, the lightning set. You're increasing your lightning damage by 10% for the 2-piece, and whenever your wearer uses the skill, which they're always going to be doing 9 times out of 10, increases the wearer's attack by 20% for an additional turn. Now, alternatively, you could run a 2-piece lightning set, 2-piece musketeer set if you're not able to get these and you're trying to force a 4-piece. I'd always recommend go with what you can in terms of like main stat and then substats, and not try to force a 4-piece if you're trying to run like a defense set for like a chest piece or something like that. In terms of the 2-piece set, you want to run Inert Salsado. You're increasing your wearer's crit rate by 8%, and whenever your crit is 50% or higher, your ultimate and follow-up attack damage, aka the Lightning Lord, will be increased by an additional 15% there. Pretty good. Now, if we're moving on over quickly to main stats and substats, main stat would be HP, attack. Those are always a given. Your chest piece, either crit or crit damage, and that's going to entirely depend on the substats you end up getting. For the chest piece, speed, because you want to make sure you have enough speed so you are able to take more actions before the Lightning Lord, so you can continuously pop your E, build up those stacks on Lightning Lord, either use your ult, make sure you get him to like 8 or 10 stacks. My issue that I'm currently facing at the moment is I'm too slow. I'm popping my E, I get to E again, but then Lightning Lord kind of like outspeeds me. You know, there are some situations where I'm not getting 10 stacks on Lightning Lord because of the speed. Now, there are characters that can help you with this. Tingyun is a very strong character to put into a team comp for Jing Yuan. She essentially helps you get your energy back, your ultimate back, and get those 3 stacks. So you could technically ult with Jing Yuan, use your E ability, and then get half of your ult back. Use Tingyun and then ult again, and you should have 10 stacks there. You'll be fine. All right. So if you're finding some issues with speed, you're probably going to want to run somewhere between like 130, 134 speed. I'm at 125. I'm just shy. So I think I need like 10 more speed, and I should be in the sweet spot. So if you end up getting lucky on relics, definitely go speed for the main stat here. If you're having some issues, highly recommend Tingyun in your party. For the main stat for the planar sphere, let's go lightning damage. And for the rope, attack percent. All right, let's talk about Eidolons really quick. So E1, whenever Lightning Lord attacks, the damage multiplier on enemies adjacent to the target enemy increases by an extra amount equal to 25%. Just more damage, more splash damage, pretty good. E2, after Lightning Lord takes action, damage caused by Jing Yuan's basic attack, skill, and ultimate increases by 20% for 2 turns. Pretty great. You're going to constantly be using that skill and ult to get those stacks back. E4, whenever or for each hit performed by the Lightning Lord, it takes Jing Yuan regenerates energy. That's great because you kind of want your energy back so you can keep ulting and keep building stacks on Lightning Lord. And then E6 is for every hit performed by Lightning Lord when it takes action, it'll make the target enemy vulnerable. When vulnerable, enemies receive 12% more damage until the end of Lightning Lord's current turn, stacking up to 3 times. That's 36%. With all that being said, I didn't want to cover the Eidolons to create any FOMO. In my opinion, every single limited character 5-star should be good enough at E0. Don't give into FOMO. Don't try and roll for Eidolons. If you're a free-to-play or a very light spender, having more characters on your account, like an abundance healing 5-star character, Luocha, who's coming in the next update, will be a whole lot better for your account than Eidolons for one single character. Again, this is only if you're a free-to-play or a light spender. If you're a whale, I mean, you're probably just maxing out every character regardless. Always go for more characters, more units. All right, let's hop over to team comps now. So my ideal team comp that I would run for Jing Yuan would be one hunt character, Jing Yuan himself, obviously. Tingyun, because Tingyun gives really good synergy for Jing Yuan in terms of getting his ultimate back, increasing his damage, and allowing him to also build stacks on Lightning Lord. And then either like a heal or a shield character. If you have Bailu and she's able to revive your team comp, you could get away with running a Bailu, Jing Yuan, Tingyun, and a hunt character. You could also get by if your tank, aka Japard, is strong enough. You could run just one tank, Japard, Tingyun, Su Shang, Jing Yuan. You can mix and match. Now, these team comps are gonna vary depending on what enemy you're fighting. So if we're in the Chaos Halls, for example, Forgotten Halls, if the enemy is weak to, say, ice, you're gonna want to bring more ice characters, right? Preferably maybe like Japard and a Yanqing. If they're more weak to, say, like fire, you might want to bring in like fire main character. You're gonna want to keep mixing and matching. But I feel like the two things that you want to always make sure you have on your team comp with Jing Yuan is Tingyun and Jing Yuan. They are like a dynamic duo. They are a pair. Those are the two that I would 100% recommend. Me currently, I am struggling with my Jing Yuan. I'm not able to get those 10 stacks because I am missing just a teensy bit of energy. Whereas Tingyun would help provide that energy, help me build more stacks on my Lightning Lord, and dish out a whole lot more damage. Now, alternatively, if you don't have a Tingyun like me, I'm doing a little bit of testing and I was able to get a little more stacks on my Lightning Lord because of Asta increasing my speed. However, I found out that that team was a bit more skill dependent and skill hungry because I'm constantly using Asta's E to generate energy back for Asta, so I can use my ult to speed up my Jing Yuan, so I can outspeed the Lightning Lord, so I can build more stacks on the Lightning Lord, so I can do more damage. And I'm just finding myself in a very sticky situation. So if you don't have a Tingyun, I would probably recommend trying out Asta to try and get faster. Build speed boots, preferably 5 stars, and hopefully you get lucky on substats to get speed as well. Try and hit at least like 134, 135, somewhere around that number. So if we are trying to talk more about Bronya, using Bronya in a Jing Yuan team comp versus using Tingyun because you don't have a Tingyun, you could theoretically still get by with Bronya. It is going to be very skill heavy, aka Bronya and Jing Yuan together are going to be consuming a lot of your skill points. You're going to have to hope that your other supports are using auto attacks to generate those back.
Hi guys, editor here. So Envy tried out the Bronya team comp, but it didn't really go so well. Here is the clip.
Oh, this is perfect. Please, Bronya, be faster. Oh my goodness. Ready? 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 Here's the combo. Here's the combo. Here it comes. 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 Yeah. 5 stacks. Boost up Jing Yuan to be faster than the Lightning Lord. And this is the reason why I hate actually bringing Bronya into the team comp with Jing Yuan, because we ran out of skill points. Hey, editor, are you here? With that being said, that's my entire overview of Jing Yuan. I think he's a phenomenal character. We're climbing pretty high up in the Chaos Halls. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys do have any more questions or anything like that, feel free to join us over on Twitch. We are live every day answering all types of questions. Feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section. Feel free to subscribe for more guides in the future for Honkai Star Rail. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.